From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest It's Always Sunny news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Hello, AfterBuzzers. Welcome to this week's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia AfterBuzz TV podcast. My name is Gian Molina, and we have some awesome guests tonight. To my right is Mr. John Barrett.
That's me. Hi.
And across from me, of course, is Mr. Daniel Weiss.
Hi there.
And special in-studio guest who was a guest star on the show for the last two episodes. Miss Frances Turner. Give her a round of applause.
Hello.
How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tonight we're going to recap High School Reunion Part Number 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to be a theme of tonight. So callers, if you are going to call in, make sure to have your favorite high school prom song, high school graduation song. Send that in through Twitter or send that in, of course. You can call in. John Barrett, can you please fill in everybody on last week's episode so we can roll right into this week's Part 2?
Last week, we start off the high school reunion train with I believe it. I mean, my memory is foggy of it, but they were making their plans to go, and Dennis and Dee had it in their heads that they were the cool kids, so they start hanging out with the cool kids. And so do Charlie and Mac, but Charlie and Mac have it presented to them pretty quickly that they were nothing of the sort.
Of course.
And are completely eviscerated by everyone at every turn. Dee gets in with all the cool people and hangs out with them, and by making fun of people unrelentingly,
right.
And she definitely makes a lot of reference. I believe she makes very specific references to Mac and Charlie filleting each other.
And getting mouth cancer.
Yep.
Getting mouth cancer.
Getting mouth cancer from sucking each other's dicks. But Dennis is completely left alone. No one talks to Dennis because no one remembered him.
No one remembered him. Awesome.
And then it sort of ends with Dennis and Dee realizing that they actually weren't that, or Dee goes real hard on someone, and it kind of pisses off the cool kids, so she's no longer one of the cool kids. So it ends with Dee and Dennis trying to figure out a way to get back in.
Ah, nice. And then
which is where we kind of start off on this one.
Yeah. And no, that's, of course. Here's what I love about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And you got to see this firsthand.
Yeah.
They are probably the most evil. As people, they're evil, but they love each other, so they're evil together.
Right.
That's why they're always able to be separated themselves.
Right.
And how do we out evil each other tonight? How can I get up on all these people and be like, all Dennis wants to hear is I'm the best.
Yep.
I was the golden god. I'm the rich one. I'm the most popular, and so does Dee, of course, brother and sister. Guys,
Dee and Dennis, I would say Dee and Dennis are the ones who are like legitimately possibly evil.
Yeah.
I think Charlie is stupid.
Charlie's stupid.
Charlie's
Got it.
stupid.
And Mac is a bad combination of narcissistic and stupid.
Right.
And delusional.
That almost makes him evil, but not quite.
Well,
Right,
as a
right.
group, the things they try to accomplish is always self-serving.
Yes.
Always self-serving.
It's always like the fact that like put them in any situation, put them in high school reunion, and the whole point of them being there is so that we watch them like, yeah, everybody loves me, or hey, yeah, I'm gonna bang that chick. Like very much so. They set their own goals that they're gonna fail at.
They're completely deluded about the people who they were
Exactly.
in high school. And when that doesn't work, it's all about revenge.
Yeah, but the confidence they have.
Oh, yeah. We
confidence.
could all use a little bit of that. Wow.
Seriously, why not, right?
Everyone should be more like the cast of It's Always Sunny. in
That's a
Philadelphia.
great
The
message.
world would implode.
The four of us should be able to walk anywhere as the freight train and be like, move out of the way. Choo choo, the freight train.
No, the freight train doesn't do that. The freight train doesn't.
They did.
I thought it was a train. I thought trains shoot you.
Some really fun things. We're going to touch upon the episode. What really got me was the music that George Michael's Freedom at that last dance number, which was incredible. And that took me back.
Yeah.
I remember
It also reminds me of Arrested Development.
yeah. Of
But
course.
it's such a good comedy song.
It is. And also a song to like dance, like to have a group number to.
Right.
Yeah, like
right.
no, like I feel like I can tell you guys this about myself. I feel like we're
Please.
close enough.
Yeah.
There's no such thing in my book as a bad George Michael song.
I
No.
agree.
Like
Everything's catchy, and you don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
You don't want to admit that you like the song and you know the lyrics.
Exactly.
but I
And
know
it's
like
a certain time.
I know,
too.
like-
It represents a certain time.
yeah, I know most of the lyrics to Freedom. And like
You know, my favorite George Michael song, and I think this is when I would watch TRL.
Jitterbug?
No.
that's an
Faith?
awesome song.
Faith?
You put the boom,
no,
boom
no, no, no.
into my heart.
This is
And I consider that a separate song.
yeah.
The jitterbug from the rest of the song.
Wake me up
All,
before you go.
also great songs. Those are all great George Michael songs. I'm saying that when he got caught in the bathroom and he got arrested.
Oh, that song he did afterwards.
He did a
of that
song.
video.
He made a video.
He did a
that-
video and a song about it called "Let's Go Outside, Let's Go Outside in the Daylight. We can touch each other whatever we were
I
something
feel
like that."
like
Yeah.
you're home in the mirror singing this song.
I'm
often.
not. I want to now. I'm gonna do that. Why not?
I mean, I'm not changing my routine, so that's what I'm doing tonight.
No, it's
Karaoke.
but that's a
Yeah.
great song. That song is an amazing George Michael
It's
song.
because he
I will
embraced
be
it too.
your father
Exactly.
figure.
He was
Oh,
like,
that was
"You're
a
right, I
great
did it."
one. Father figure. Woo.
That's it. Boom. Guys,
It's one of those songs where love it or hate it, you're gonna dance.
it's a great song. And it's about like people hooking up in public. That's pretty much what the song's about. If this was my high school like reunion, if this is my high school reunion dance song, it's always sunny.
It's always sunny.
But can we just talk for a minute about the use of Hungry Eyes? Because it was so perfect. That's
It was
another
perfect.
great
Yeah,
comedy
that
song.
was a great
Because it's so cheesy and 80s, and it's just that synth line just. Boom, boom, boom. And that's
Screams 80s.
yeah,
Like, you're
yeah.
in the 80s.
Exactly.
Oh man, for me, that song is important. Not because I've dances or anything, because I went to high school dances in the early 2000s.
Right.
But I worked at a grocery store in Boston while I was in college, and that song played like 4 times a day.
That's
and
awesome.
customers would constantly catch me singing along to
Of
it.
course.
There you go.
Of course.
Hungry. And it was at the perfect time in that episode. It was just
Yeah.
Well, it's not ironic. It's not like
Right,
I like it because it's funny. But when they use it in those situations,
Yeah.
it
It's
just
so-
fits
yeah.
the comedy so perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's so great.
What they had playing, and they didn't use it in the episode, but what they had playing in the gym scene, whenever they needed to have the background people dancing, they would play "Turn the Beat Around."
Turn the beat
And
around.
literally, I worked for 2 days on the show, and the first day it was just all "Turn the Beat Around," and then the second day it was all "Freedom."
Oh my
Oh
God.
man.
I
So
was
how
like,
was-
Those songs
waking up
must have,
days later.
as someone who
Nightmares.
as someone who generally is working on set, I can imagine that song is now completely devoid of meaning and is
Oh my
just
gosh.
noises to you at
Turn
this
the beat
point.
around was like just every time they
I
okay,
wa-
let's go and turn the beat around.
I won a girl's heart with that song at Winter Formal.
Good for you.
I danced all the way up to her, and she
turned the beat around.
She turned the beat around on me, and we ended up kissing at the end.
Oh.
Which brings up the whole idea of high school reunions and high school dances in general. I have had nothing but terrible experiences with high school dances and high school and middle school dances.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like in the sense of like you didn't have fun at them, you didn't go to them.
Oh, I went to them. I never I danced with. I went to one dance. I went to my high school, or actually no, my junior prom was rad because I was actually dating the person I went with.
Nice.
That helps.
Senior prom sucked because I went with someone. We went as friends, and that sucks.
Oh, that does.
And then middle school was always horrible because middle school is when you're at your like worst at being a person.
Yeah.
Like you're just bad at everything you need to be
Yeah.
good at a dance.
Well, there's always that
Trying
one
to
kid
figure it
that's.
out.
I mean, if you feel that about yourself, but you see kids that are actually doing well in middle school, so they can.
Then you just want to, and then you're just like, this guy's already here.
Yeah.
What's the point? I'm
But later in
done.
life, you realize those are the ones that peaked.
Yeah, they peaked at 12. Right.
Well, those are always
It all
the
went
ones.
downhill.
Yeah.
High
Well, those were the ones that in like junior high, they always got blowjobs in the back of the bus, and you're
right.
like, where, like, how do I get to be that cool? But then, yeah, they peak completely, and
Yeah, because
that
they
was
haven't.
the greatest
They
moment of
probably
their life.
haven't gotten a blowjob since the back of the bus.
Yeah.
In the
And-
Or
sixth
maybe
grade.
they're still getting them in buses, but it's
Or
not
maybe
the
but
same
they're
thing.
only getting them in buses.
Or maybe now they're giving them on the back of buses.
Francis, how about you? Like, did you? How was your
Wait,
high school?
wait, wait.
High school reunion.
What?
High school.
Tell me
High
what.
school. High school. High school. I immediately not
Knew
segue.
you should have. Oh,
Wow. All right,
Rewind, bring it back.
Francis. High school high school dances.
Yes.
How were they for you?
High school dances were a lot of fun. I stayed off of the buses.
For the pretty people.
And no, I don't think I never really had like a lot of boyfriends, but I had a lot of friends. So I would
Right.
just go and have fun. But what made it weird in middle school, my mother was she's a retired teacher, but she was a teacher at the middle school that I went to.
did she come around? We had teachers who would
I
come
can-
around during slow dances and be like, "Hey, save some room for the Holy Spirit." Did you get that?
I didn't get that, but I kind of like policed myself. So
Right.
I like never really had a boyfriend in middle school because it was like, well, my mom is here.
Yeah, in middle school, I went to a Christian school. I went to a Christian school from kindergarten to 8th grade. So then when I went to
So
high
they
school,
were telling you to save room for the Holy
yeah,
Spirit.
we didn't have dances like
Oh, yeah.
like we had worship time. We had like chapel, like that was the
Dance
equivalent.
with the Lord.
That was the dance.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, our time to socialize. But then when I got to high school, and like
You just went buck wild.
Well, here's the thing, like
We just danced all the.
my middle
I'm
time.
saving no room for the Holy Ghost.
right. No,
He's had his time.
that is very, very true. Like, well, I had a very terrible middle school experience. So then I came into high school just like clean slate. Let's go in new. And I met the cool, like I guess with the cool, funny kids.
Yeah.
And they were older, and then so I just hung out with them. So for the dances, I got to dance with senior girls and like juniors and like.
You think you're
Like
better
it was,
than me?
it was always like at
He
the
does.
time it was
He
like
thinks
all
he's better than
freaking, like it's all that.
So you were just
So
grinding on.
so I
everybody.
got introduced to just grinding and like, and I mean I would dance salsa like my mom like taught me salsa and like I'm Puerto Rican, so like you learn, and so I knew that kind of dance. But
Right,
then
like I learned Irish step dancing when I was a kid.
And you were doing that at your dance.
Oh yeah, it totally fit.
River dance.
Yeah, I did river dance to Backstreet's Back in 6th grade.
Bye, river dance.
What about you, Daniel?
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo?
Electric slide all the time. It's
Nice.
electric. Boogie, woogie, 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 woogie.
Yeah, don't they
I
ver-
hated dances.
They have
in high
variations
school.
of that now, like show me how to Dougie.
Oh,
Teach
my
me
God.
how to
Cha-cha
Dougie. Teach me how to
Cha-cha slide.
Dougie.
I don't get it.
It's organized. What did he say?
Line dancing.
It's cool, right?
It's all it is. It's line.
It's essentially
choreographed
the
dancing.
modern square dance. Yeah,
Right.
I just don't like songs that tell me what to do.
yeah.
Makes
Now
it
turn
easy,
to the
though.
right.
You're not
Now
my
go
real
left.
dad song.
Yeah. I'm going to my room and I'm going on the internet song.
That's awesome. So Francis, this is your first time here on
It
AfterBuzz,
is.
right?
It is my first
Do
time.
you know what we're doing? We're just talking about.
You guys just pulled me in off the street. I don't even know why I'm here.
We got lucky.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence!
You happen to be in the
I happen
episode
to
of the
be
show.
in the episode.
Thank God. Well, AfterBuzz, it's a network of podcasts that we get pretty much just fans of shows as hosts, and we come and we watch like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the episode that you were on.
In fairness, I was a vagrant they pulled off the streets.
Yeah.
for this
Also,
show.
yeah, we love people off the street.
It's a busy street.
I
yeah, it's a
live under
busy
this
street.
table.
It's a busy street with a lot of talent. Ever since that Ted Williams.
Apparently, L.A.
Yeah, LA, Encino.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we of course we watch the episodes, and then we come out and just talk about it. We talk about how the season's going. We talk about our favorite moments. We talk to guests, which you're providing to us. So we're gonna get some insider information.
Okay.
So stick around after buzzers. If you are gonna call in, you definitely want to call in after or we take our break, because we're gonna come in and get all the juicy gossip from Miss Frances Turner, who plays Christy, aka Tim Murphy's black wife.
Tim Murphy's black wife.
So we're gonna come in and we're gonna, just get some awesome of your experience that you had on set.
Let's do it.
Guys. But all right. So sticking with the high school topics, were you guys do you guys have a bully, or like you guys were the bully? Or like,
Oh, I was bullied. If I don't know if that might shock you,
you were bullied.
that I was bullied.
By who?
By who, man? Who would touch you? Who would do that?
I mean, the school sort of neatly broke down at the beginning of high school, or my class neatly broke down into like the punk skater kids and
Which you were?
I was, yes. And the jock dudes with the frosted tips and blowouts.
Oh, ugh.
I went to school. I'm from Long Island. So the people who bullied me, people who bullied me in high school are now like Jersey Shore types. So
Nice.
so I won essentially.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the people who bullied me know JWoww. Who's also from Long Island.
They probably have slept with JWoww. They probably have slept with her.
I mean, everyone did.
Everyone did.
It was like that's how you got
I
off
did.
of Long
If
Island.
you're in that vicinity, then you're definitely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Francis, how about you? Did you ever get bullied? Do you have a bully? You bully anyone?
I did not bully anyone, and I did not have a bully.
Nice.
I just
Were you the
kinda-
nice cheerleader that talked to all the kids that didn't have friends?
I talked to everybody for the most part, but I was like, I was into my books, and I was in that fine line of like being a smart kid, but still
Right.
being like kind of cool. So it was like I was like vice president of senior year, my senior class, but
Right.
then I was still kind of friends with everybody and hanging out. So I told a nice little line.
Yeah,
Of,
I should point out that sort of to illustrate the change in my high school. By the end, I was on homecoming court. Like
there
it
you
was
go.
weird. I went to
You okay with that?
no
Flashbacks.
Yeah,
Flashbacks. It's traumatic.
It was like nom. It was my nom.
Where did the transition happen?
So many-
So that's great. I mean,
Yeah,
and I mean, I was
it
kind,
wasn't traumatic at all.
I was kind of the same way. I mean, like I said, I had a terrible middle school, so I went in to when I went to high school, it was just all fun. Started doing theater, and in LA or Long Beach, they don't really make fun of you for that,
Right.
Like, because we had football players, we had other jocks who were in theater as well. So I had different groups that I would jump in and out of. So
Yeah, that's how I was. It was like I had the smart kids. Like I kind of knew everybody, and
Yeah.
we all pretty much everybody. Like I grew up in New Rochelle, New York,
okay.
and there were several elementary schools, and then 2 middle schools, and then 1 high school.
Oh, okay.
So you pretty much kind of
Knew everybody.
knew everybody by the time you got to high school. So it was cool.
Yeah. The only time that I almost faced, like, not a bully, but like, because we had like cholos and like wannabe gangsters, and there was not a riot, but like kind of a riot, like,
Oh damn.
and I remember it was like a group of black students, and then a group of a Mexican gang. And I just saw a bunch of Hispanic kids like run, and one of them was like, "Dude, we gotta go. There's a fight." I'm like, "Why do I gotta go?" And he's like, "No, man, come on, you like recruiting me to fight. Like, no, but you're Mexican." I was like,
You're
"I
in the
ain't
gang now.
I was like,
ain't
like,
Mexican.
I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican, and I didn't have. And even if I was Mexican, I'm not in this gang. And then like all the Hispanic kids got sent home that day because apparently like there was gonna be like. There was this Mexican gang that was trying to take out like basketball players, and like
That's crazy.
it was ridiculous. And like just running around by like, "Oh, dude, yeah, you come on, we gotta go. I'm like, no,
Like, I ain't Mexican.
I'm good at chemistry. Chemistry, You got in the car. Like, he just ran away. So that was the extent of like where I almost got to fight in high school in a gang war.
I am glad that you are here with us today. It could have gone differently.
I could have been like, yeah, you know what? Today is the day I'm gonna fight someone and then die.
See, I was a sass mouth in high school, so I got hit.
Sass mouth.
I got in my junior high and high school. I went to high school and junior high in the Valley. So all the threats and almost fights would be, you know, the kid puffing out his chest and getting in your face and just yelling at you till you back down. And I learned really quickly, because I was taller than everybody, that if you slap someone in the face, they'll just walk away.
Yeah. Not in Long Beach.
But that's the extent of fights at my school.
A slap is more humiliating than
Yeah.
a punch.
You get that, folks? Slap someone in the face, and they are humiliated.
Yeah. It's like,
I'd rather be punched.
I would so rather be punched.
like what?
so I was like,
oh,
you
God.
just slapped me like a woman.
Yeah,
Not to be sexist, but that's what people say.
That's why they walk away, because like, did you really just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
slapped
really?
You just, there's no response. You can't punch somebody from it.
No, because
No.
because
And you can't slap back, because
Yeah.
then you're taking their road.
Right.
It's them saying you're not even worthy of a punch.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna slap you.
Yeah, that's what
Subject,
it is.
Get out of my face.
Yeah,
Subject.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah, and it definitely throws off the other person. It's just like, I need to react, but
Yeah. What,
oh,
what
no,
do I
you
do?
can't
What do I
react.
do?
And then you realize I've been standing here for 30 seconds
Yeah.
and not saying anything. I'm just, but that's when it comes with the like, you're not worth it. And then they turn away like they're the big guy and cool.
Exactly.
And a slap kind of mocks you because it stings.
Yeah,
Like,
it
after
does.
the fact,
And
it
you got a
continues to
handprint on
sting.
your cheek.
Exactly.
And it's not going to leave a cool bruise.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get a black eye from getting slapped. So, like,
You,
you
just got
lose
slapped. All you did
in
was get
every
slapped.
level.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I never realized how
Yeah,
a slap
it
could do
worked.
that.
So, why wasn't that part of Plan B?
Yeah.
Should have been.
They should have just gone around bitch slapping
Just
people.
slap
slapping people.
the
But
shit out of
I
everyone.
think Plan B was so much better though.
No, Plan B was
synchronized dance. This is what the cool kids are doing now.
I honestly thought that like Plan B was gonna be Psycho Pete's Plan A. It's burning down the school.
Yeah.
I was hoping because I would love to see them try and attempt that
to burn down a
to
school.
burn down the school.
That's what I thought
that's
Dennis
always
was
fun.
going to do at his
It's
car. I
always
thought he was
Yeah,
getting,
I thought he was getting, like, gasoline and
but that was
flares.
even better. I like to be tied up and I like to tie up.
Yeah.
What is this?
My
What are these
tools.
tools you got? It's fetish shit.
Yeah.
I like to bound. I like to bind. I like to be bound.
Dennis, I wanted to save that for the next, but like Dennis, his speech
Oh my god! When he
Oh,
starts talking,
my-
from your scene going into him,
oh god,
just with that wide shot of him just still going at it and then leaving frame, still going to the
Still going
car.
at it.
That's
then the
some
pause,
acting. That's some
And
acting.
then the music.
Yeah, then the pause and the music. That is some amazing acting. I'm gonna ask you about that in a bit because I want to see how, because you were right next to
Yeah.
him. You were.
He's awesome.
Oh God. Yeah. So, all right. So you, since we don't have, you had a bully, I had a Mexican gang. Your circle of friends, like who, like you hung out with a lot of people. Did you have like people that
Yeah.
you were close to you?
I
that
have
you
my
still-
core group of girls that I've known since like second grade, fourth grade. We've been friends forever. Still friends.
Very cool. Still friends today.
Yeah.
nice.
One of them is my cousin, so I could never get rid of her if I tried. But
I'm glad that worked out.
Right, that
friendship-wise.
worked out.
friggin' family, man. Jesus.
But we've all, I mean, we pretty much grew up together. And
Right.
then when I went to college, that's where I met my best friend, and we've been best friends forever. And yeah, just kind of the same. I tend to meet people and then they're
Hold on to
homies
them.
for life.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Better
Like
that.
one of those. I had something. And I don't know.
People. One of those people.
One of those people who's friends with a lot of people.
Yeah, they're friends with a lot of people.
And has
You
homies
know.
for life. Yeah.
a
yeah.
good person.
You were the
exactly- yes,
original
a good
MySpace.
person.
Yeah.
This is my
like,
top 8. And then everybody else is just people that I talk to
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly.
Yep. Like a real life Tom from
A real
MySpace.
life-
Yeah, real life Tom from my
She used to
face.
just walk around like looking from the back.
Exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess I had. I don't want to keep in touch with anyone from high school. I have 4, maybe 4 friends that I still keep in touch from high school, but I don't know why. I mean, I had a great high school experience. I had a blast.
Except for the whole gang war.
That
Right.
one, yeah. I mean,
Other than that,
It happens.
yeah, they all looked at me
Other
like
than the riot.
they all looked at me like I betrayed them. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm not part of you guys. You guys.
I'm from a place that's part of America still.
Yeah, you know. And some of the what's funny is that like some of those like gangsters, like they were really nice to me. Like, hey, you smart, huh? You do your homework, huh? Hey, how do you do?
how do you do your homework?
How do you do your
How do you
homework?
do that?
That's one of those questions that you can't answer because it's like, you smart, you do homework. Do I say yes and get my ass kicked, or do I say no and get my ass kicked?
Right.
I say, no, I was like, yeah, man, you know, I like doing homework. He's like, oh, man, I guess that's my problem. I don't like doing homework. Like, they were very aware gangsters.
Right. Hey.
But anytime I go back to my hometown, I don't like running into people. Like, I don't think I do well at a high school reunion. Because I don't like going, so, what are you up to now? We didn't choose to hang out, you know, after high school.
And I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't want to
Here
talk
we
to you.
are.
And it's easier
So-
now than ever to keep up with people because of
Right.
Facebook, and I don't.
Yeah, that's what I don't want
Do
either.
they
I
even
don't
need high school reunions anymore?
No,
With, like, Facebook?
No.
I'm sure it could be an online thing.
An
Although-
online high school reunion.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, you get
Circles
drunk
on
in
Google
front of your
Plus.
webcam
Yeah, you all
and
just Skype.
Yeah.
Well, I just went to my high school reunion last month,
Ooh.
and I actually had a Tim Murphy moment because I brought my hot black girlfriend,
Ow.
and I got
His girlfriend is beautiful. Charlene Harding. Shout out to Charlene Harding.
Hey.
hi. But
Awkward.
like the thing that I realized about it, and I felt so bad later about this, kind of,
Right.
was that moment of, yeah, I got a hot girlfriend now. Because I had two girlfriends in high school,
Okay.
and
Don't
one
you-
of them had a sandpaper face. She had a lot of pimples.
Oh.
She was a bitch, so it's okay that I
high
say that.
school.
Yeah, but she was a bitch, so I can say that.
And I love, yeah, okay. I was like, I love how you like decide now to make fun of her. You have an outlet to be like, yeah, my girlfriend from
Yeah.
high school, sandpaper face.
And she was.
I'm allowed to because she was. We went out for 3 weeks, and that's a relationship in high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy that we were both like, oh, that guy's so gross. And then she dated him the day that we broke up.
Sandpaper face.
Yeah!
And your ill lack of judgment.
You
your
lost
lack
a
of
good
judgment.
one, girl.
I did. I'm
Yeah.
not going to mention her name, Claudia Schiffer.
Showing.
So take that, Claudia.
Yeah, awesome. On that note, DJ Jesse Janity, send us to a commercial, and then we're
Cue
gonna
that
come.
up.
We're gonna come back with Miss Frances Turner and all her gossip. She has lots of gossip about her situations on set.
Dish.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Okay.
That'd be fun.
That commercial always gets me so horny.
I know.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Bow. Oh yeah. Welcome back to Smooth Jazz with the Grinder.
What a horrible name for a smooth jazz show.
I'm the grinder.
I'm the Grinder.
Taking ladies back to my van since 1993.
Come on, Smooth.
Very
jazz.
unsexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome once again our guest, Frances Turner.
Hello.
Everyone, Tim's hot black wife.
Christy. And also a quick shout out, Judy Greer, who's in the episode.
Yeah, that was dope.
As,
That was a dope look. Fatty Magoo.
Fatty
Magoo.
Magoo.
Fatty Magoo.
That was so.
I want
great.
that song as my ringtone that
Fatty
D
Magoo.
sang.
Fatty Magoo. Fatty Magoo.
I want that song as like my song that's playing.
Yeah.
If you were a wrestler, that'd be your ring entrance.
Yeah.
Fatty Magoo.
Yes.
Fatty Magoo, Fatty Magoo.
That would be really fun.
I mean, I think my wrestler name is probably already set as Fatty Magoo anyway. So there it is.
So it's fitting.
So the song works. Boom.
Francis, how was being on set?
Oh,
Like that alone, because I love this show. I've been a
Yeah.
fan of it since season 1. You were living a dream.
It was pretty awesome. Those guys, they are hysterical in their own way. You can literally watch them work and watch one and just crack up, and then watch like D with that brace. The scene in the hallway, the
Yeah.
confrontation was hysterical. You just watch her and she's like holding on to this brace and's got this vacant look.
Oh my god.
I mean, and then you look at Charlie and the voice, you hear the voice. They are insane.
Right.
They laugh so much during tape.
I'm sure.
How did you not constantly laugh
It's
during
very
your Dennis
hard.
scene?
Yeah,
It's-
how?
Yeah,
Banging
you
you
were
in
amazing
the
in that
closet.
Let's just go over the one line that I think we all laughed at. That was delivered to you
Yes.
by Dennis. I was going to take you to an empty broom closet and bang the shit out of you.
Well, even before that, I want to be inside you.
I want to be
that
inside
was-
you. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was coming, but every time he said it was like straight
like,
face, straight face, straight face.
No, you nailed it. You were so
Go
great.
to a better
you.
Yeah,
place. Go to
yeah,
a different place.
because you were still like, oh, Dennis, like you were still like
Right.
with him, but then like the turn that you had,
'Cause
as
the whole
he progressively,
time,
yeah,
I'm thinking there was another scene that didn't make the final edit where I'm dancing, and he in the first episode when we meet and I kind of walk off to dance and he continues to talk to my husband. He later comes up and starts dancing with me, and he's like doing some crazy like Michael Jackson. You know, he thinks
Right.
he thinks he's John Travolta or whatever, and he's like. I'm like, wow, you're a really great dancer. And he's like, oh, you haven't seen anything yet. And I'm thinking he's fun. So the whole time, like while I'm drinking and talking to him, I'm thinking he's gay. So
yeah.
I'm not thinking that he's
Yeah,
trying
did
to
you know
hit
that
on
the
me.
whole time that you were filming that you were thinking he was gay?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was part
Right.
of the reversal. That
Yeah.
like I'm thinking he's gay and he's harmless and
Right.
he's adorable and he's fun.
he's my new buddy. I'm
my
so
new
glad.
buddy. He's my new
Yeah.
gay best friend. And then when he's like, I want to be inside you, like.
Wow.
His delivery, and he's so just on it. All of those guys are hysterical.
Now, from what you saw, because I'm sure like that scene that didn't get used, how many what we like to call babies? How many babies weren't used in the episode? Like how many babies did they kill?
I don't remember the entire script. That one scene I know, and I think there was another scene that I wasn't in that didn't make it.
Right.
But there's so much that they shot. Like the dance scene when they come out and Charlie's like gives the whole preamble.
That whole goddamn speech.
There were jokes. You know, they go by the script the first
Right.
few times and riff a little, but then they just go. And they'll do stuff that they're like, this is not even gonna make this
That's
won't even make
awesome.
it because it's so out there, but
Yeah.
it's hysterical and they do it anyway. And you're just like
So each scene
try
probably,
not to laugh.
Each scene probably has a bunch of those that
Yes.
jokes we won't see,
Jokes you won't
lines
see.
that like probably would kill us if we saw 'em.
Right. Somebody laughs, or like the whole thing in the hallway when Danny's like, they make lemons and you shove them down their
Yeah,
throat.
yeah.
Like, we would have to stop. We were out of frame, but you would stop, and the rest of the guys have to
Right. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, as a
take
fan
a
of
few seconds and
as a
then keep going because they make each other laugh all the time. They make the director laugh. They make the crew laugh. They make the guest cast laugh. Like it's so much fun on that set.
As a fan of comedy, I love that idea. As a person who mostly script supervises,
Oh no.
I hate you.
You gotta write down all these
It's-
jokes and
God damn it, God damn it, God damn it.
But the best part about it is they created the show, they
Yeah.
wrote the show, they write the show.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and also you can tell that they're having fun. They're working with their friends.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're very focused. Like they're very focused. They shoot in a block
Yeah.
format. So I shot this back in May. They do like 6 weeks where they shoot by location. So everything in like the first half of the season.
They write
that
out all the
takes place-
scripts.
Yeah.
They write out all the scripts prior for the season to be shot.
Right.
And because they did that for season 2, because season
Yeah.
2, they had Danny DeVito for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so they had to.
He's awesome.
They kind of got into that habit of let's write out the season
Mm-hmm.
because we need to figure out all of Frank's all the scenes that he's doing. We're gonna knock them out, and then we're gonna
Right.
go back and film episode 1 through episode 12, and then so that block shooting that came out of necessity to keep
And it
Danny
keeps the
DeVito.
cost of the show
It does.
manageable for them too. So they run, they run a pretty organized ship. I have a funny Danny DeVito story I have to share with
Oh,
you though.
please.
I have a nephew who's 9 now. When he was 4 months old, my family and we went to St. Martin for a holiday. And we're at this Italian restaurant on the French side that we love. And my nephew's the cutest thing ever. He's 4 months old. Everybody in the restaurant's coming up to us. Oh, look at this baby. He's so cute. Like wanting to be in his face. I'm like, hi. We're sitting there. In walks Danny DeVito. I can't remember which of us was holding my nephew. He walks right up to us. He's like, give me that baby.
Whoa!
I would give it to him. Here.
And we
It's
did. And
your
we
baby.
did. We did. Like we gave him the baby.
Did he
gave
autograph
my
him?
nephew. And he's just hugging. He's like, oh, he's so cute. Like he's just going crazy over my nephew. We have a picture of him with my nephew. My nephew's like, who? Danny who? But we have a picture of him with my nephew. And then he gives my nephew back. And then Rhea Perlman walks in. She's like, give me that baby.
Oh my God!
And she takes my nephew. We have a picture of her too. So on set,
Oh, perfect.
We had a lot of downtime, and it was my first day. So it was when we were waiting to shoot the hallway confrontation. So we're sitting around waiting, and we're talking. I'm talking to Danny, and I tell him this story, and he's awesome, by the way. I mean,
I'm sure.
fully committed. He's wild on that show, and he's just in it. Like he's just in it. But he's the nicest guy you ever want to meet. And I told him the story, and he's like, I did that. I said, yeah. He said, I'll tell you, it's crazy because I just have this thing where I see kids and I'm like, they're so cute. And I go up to them. I'm like, oh, give me that baby. And he told me a story when he did that to someone else. He's like, give me that baby. And he's like, I go upstairs and I'm like, I have this kid. And my daughter's like, Dad, whose child is that?
Wait, he took
To get
someone's
the child.
baby.
It was somebody he knew, like somebody in his
Okay.
building. But his daughter was like, Dad,
Put the baby.
whose baby is that?
the baby back.
Give me that
that
baby.
No one else in the world could do that.
Right. And
I
I
don't
said,
think
isn't it
anyone-
funny that
AfterBuzz
people will
TV
give you their baby?
Danny DeVito picks up babies.
Listen,
But
if I
it's
had a
good
baby
thing.
and Danny DeVito demanded I give
I
it to
would give it to
him.
him.
Oh, yeah.
I would
I
give
will,
it
Because he's at the perfect
I
level
will
for a
make
bunch
a
of
baby
nutshots. So.
to give to him.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I,
He's at the perfect level for a bunch of nutshots.
I saw Danny DeVito one time at a movie theater when I was seeing the movie The Collector, which is a horror movie. And it made me so happy knowing that Danny DeVito likes horror movies.
He was
That's it.
like, I guess on his Twitter, he does his troll
Troll feet.
He was sitting there doing troll feet. You look over, he's got like when we're in the gym scene with the tables. You look over, he's got his bare foot on the table with his phone, taking a troll foot.
Troll foot around the world.
Yeah, if you guys want to see Danny DeVito's feet everywhere, follow
I do.
him on Twitter.
Follow him on Twitter.
Because he posts like 15 pictures a day of his
Of his
friggin'
foot.
foot.
What is it? At Troll
That's
foot?
amazing.
It's a what is it? Troll foot?
I think
Troll
I thought it was just Danny DeVito. I thought it was
It's
just.
just his. I
It's
thought it
his
was.
Twitter, but he has a picture of his foot. He takes pictures of his feet in different places.
Everywhere he
Yeah.
goes, he takes
And
a
he
picture of
calls
his
it
foot.
That's the best thing
So
ever.
maybe a hashtag troll foot.
I think
So
he
Danny-
hashtags
at
it
Danny
troll foot
DeVito.
at this point.
Hashtag.
I
Hashtag
think it's
troll
at
foot.
Danny DeVito. You'd have to look
Yeah.
it up.
We'll look it up. Well, we'll figure it out.
If I tried to do that with my feet, all you would see is my foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a troll foot unless.
No, it
it's-
would be a giant foot. I have canoes connected to the bottom of my body.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow, great.
Literally. I have big feet.
That
It's hard
sounds
to
like a
see
problem.
with this table.
Francis, do you think there's any possibility we can see Tim Murphy's black wife ever come back into the lives of Philadelphia?
Knows? They've been known to bring people back.
They do, yeah.
You know, so maybe Dennis gets another chance.
Yeah.
He tried the
You could
Dennis
fall for
system
him.
on me, and it
Exactly.
didn't quite work.
He sped
so
through
maybe
the
he can
Dennis
try-
system.
He
Yeah.
sped through it, and it didn't work.
His explanation of it was so amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He just kept going. You know, we did a few takes of it, and he just would go. And
That's so amazing to hear.
at one point, he was like, "I'm wearing Spanx." Okay, it's shapewear. I mean, he would
That's-
just riff and.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, and you know, like if you see what they did with cricket,
Yeah.
we know that your character could possibly have so many,
Yeah.
like, so many different lives and so many ways to come back. So I mean, you know, you had fun and
I had a great time.
yeah. So let's hope that they keep bringing you back.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. And then you come back and you tell us
More
everything else.
AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
And then you bring them.
And then
Yeah.
I bring them.
Is there any?
I bring Danny
And
it's
have
so
more
fun.
of your relatives stolen by Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to
is
have
it-
some kids.
Is there anything else that happened on set that was like, oh, no one would know this because the cameras weren't rolling?
The day of the dance was just the best because they literally learned it that day. That was a long
Oh, wow.
day of waiting because they had to,
Learn
they've
the
been
dance.
shooting. So they
Right.
had to learn the dance that day. They had real choreographer there, teaching the dance step by step. And that took a few hours for them to all get that dance down.
So the dance was one day, right? Like
The
that
dance-
was like.
that was one day.
Wow.
The real
But
dance,
so
and
then the pacing must be like the shooting schedule must be crazy for the rest of that episode.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah, because they shot the two. They shot the 2 episodes. They
Right.
shot them over like 3 or 4 days.
That's still like
Yeah, they did a lot. They got a
Yeah.
lot done.
for a
They
big
got all
TV
done.
show. That's 5 pages a day.
Yeah,
That's
Sorry to
pretty
nerd
good.
out like this.
I think they
No.
shot the high school out in like 3 days.
Wow.
I don't think you should say shot the high school out.
Oh yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good at all.
that's
That's
like
not
me.
good.
That's like me going, Francis, in the back of the bus.
right. Yeah, we're not gonna do that again.
No,
They
I'm
finished.
sorry.
Well, I was gonna say they finished shooting, and it's the same thing.
What did it look like? Because, to us, the dance looked amazing until the end when you find out what it really happened. But for you, like, what did it look like watching them do that? Did they have all the lights? And
They had
did it
all
look
the
really
lights.
good at
they,
first?
They had all the lights. At one point, they released the guest cast. We could, we didn't have to stay in there because they were still trying to get the choreography down. So they brought us back when they were ready to shoot
Oh,
it.
nice.
And we were like, wow, like, that's awesome. We were all proud of them anyway because they had gotten it down. And then when they did the real version of it,
Right.
when it got to Mac opening the shirt with the Michael Jackson.
Which was the best part.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think.
my God. Like, thank God the cameras weren't on everyone else because we were just like trying not to laugh.
Just thinking about baseball.
Oh God, that was.
It's like watching them as like a master class in comedy because they're so just with it and just
Right.
open and just free with it and just funny.
That's great. How was your audition for this? Like when you went in for that, how like was it an easy side? Like how did you attack that?
It was
Get on the show.
the scene with he and I dancing,
Okay.
and then it was that scene. I want to be inside you.
Oh, nice.
that
Wow.
scene, and I went in on tape to Wendy O'Brien, and then
Chris got her.
Chris wasn't there. It was just
was-
Wendy,
okay, just Chris.
and it was a taped audition for producers.
Very
and then
nice.
I found out I booked it. a couple days
Nice,
later, so
congratulations.
thank you.
That was awesome. Well, for all your fans that have been watching you, where can we find you? Do you have a Twitter? Is there any way like
I do have a
videos
Twitter.
online? What's your Twitter? If you don't mind?
At Frances FRANCES Turner TURNER.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, guys, let's give it up for our guest once again, Frances Turner,
Thanks, guys.
Tim Murphy's hot black wife.
Right, don't forget the hot.
I did
Don't
not.
forget the hot.
I did not hot black wife because that's an important piece.
Because without that, it's just racist.
It's just
Right, it's just racist.
Then we're just pointing at the Tim
And
Murphy.
nobody wants that.
Awesome. You can find me at Gian Molina on Twitter. John Barrett
At J. Dugan Barrett on Twitter.
At Francis Turner.
at Francis.
Ow.
You can find Daniel Weiss at
Daniel
Francis.
Weiss at Francis Turner.
Hashtag Trollfoot or Canoe Feet. or whatever.
Hashtag hot black wife.
Hot Black Wife.
Hot Black Wife.
Find me on MySpace.
DJ Jesse, get us out of here, my friend.
I won't be in there.
DJ Jesse Janity.
Boom.
Booyah.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later. Hot Black Wife.
Hot Black
Tim
Wife.
Murphy knows how to get Hot Black Wife.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.